It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from taking on a playoff team from last year, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Keichel made it to 29, so he picks him about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. Start this playoff game with a pass. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
And now the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Cook just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
He's got it right near the end zone.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
QB decides to keep it here. Touchdown, Flames, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Jones. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42.
You know, we talked this week with the offense coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
changing the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. Northwestern getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
Here comes the Liberty offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. An inside deal now from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That gain moves the ball to the 17. 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read. The result is a 1st down and a big gain.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And touch the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's bringing it back. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. Wow, a takeaway and a touchdown. We are all tied up with a spot in the championship game at stake.
Well, the timing of this, not just coming up with this turnover, but the defense, opportunistic awareness, and being able to turn that into a touchdown. As you said, Chris, a tie game. Now everything's in front of us. Who wants to get to the championship the most?
Makes it with a 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage on that screen.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
go for it on 3rd and short. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to throw again. Defense is coming after him. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Flames pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And the quarterback keeps it here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
I'll give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming 3rd down situation.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Liberty! Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with their PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Northwestern offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
First down here for this offense. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Now, to me, it looked like that receiver maybe tipped his hand on this out route. The corner does a nice job of breaking on the ball. Receiver needs to be sharper on those if you want to have any success against this secondary.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Northwestern now operating in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks left and finds his target there. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Bringing pressure. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. That completion makes it second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the Flames offense is on the move now.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Give it to the back again. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a first down. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Catch made down inside the 10. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a first and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Just time enough for one more play in the half. He'll hand it off. Gets some space and on the 30. Now here he goes. The 30. Inside the 10. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
What a first half. We've seen a little bit of everything. These guys have come all the way back. They score with no time remaining. Now they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Extra point try coming now. And it's up and good. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. With the game time. The Flames will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Out comes the Northwestern offense out of the field again. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The first down, why not keep it on the ground? Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Receiver makes the grab, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations, and they're easy completions for the quarterback.
It's an out route, the catch made, and they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36. Northwestern getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw it again. And ball snagged for a completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Third and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Look at a pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw, catch made. Enough to convert on third there. So first down from the 12 now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Near the goal line. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Northwestern. And they jump on top here in the second half. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. Ball start at the 25. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. On first and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Watch big-time play by the wide receiver. He makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
Solid gain, moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be first down. The shotgun running play call.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the handoff. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
It's a first and 10 play coming up for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Second down now after the sack. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart the zone defense.
Big moment here in this playoff game. Third and short from the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's incomplete, very near the
aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. And he drops back in the gun. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And a tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. Northwestern has the lead here. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest from both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Knocks through the extra point. We are dead even here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Out comes the Northwestern offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The receiver grabs it. He has first down yardage at the 46. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
Northwestern getting set with a first and 10 coming up. They're going to run it. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? That's caught. It's Jones. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Snags the good throw. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on third down all year long. Top 25 in the country. But just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
He pulls in the catch. Tackle, but first down.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane. Pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. On the run here, lets it go. The ball is out. Ball scooped up by the defense. Breaks into open space. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Wildcats. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. And they move into the lead here in this semifinal. And that is any defender's dream. A touchdown to take the lead in the 4th quarter of a playoff game.
Well, when you play this kind of scheme, it could lead you potentially into having opportunities to create turnovers. Here they get the bonus because they get points off of it, give themselves the lead, and now they're going to hold on here to see if they can advance to the national title.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Liberty offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Hit a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. And the offense produced some magic. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And that's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up 1st down from the 32.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's been up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock.
Touchdown, Flames. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, Chris, this is exactly what they needed to do. Put a touchdown up on the board. They pull within one in a playoff game, and now it's decision time. Do you tie the game up or potentially take the lead?
And now the decision to go for two. Gutsy call by this coach. He wants to win it right here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. They don't get it. It's incomplete. Going for the win. The gamble doesn't pay off. Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
And it's a kneel down.